Episode 4 was definitely the best episode of the season so far. Kind of starting off with All for One and One for All's backstory, kind of showing the full story of kind of how they got to where they are now. And then going into when they're a little bit older, probably around 10, maybe 12 years old, showing how they kind of got the names of One for All and All for One. And then we get back into the fight between Bakugo and All for One. And with this backstory that just happened and the backstory from last episode, you can see the amount of stress and kind of anguish that's on All for One's mind and how he's really trying to just deal with it, and by dealing with it, getting rid of Bakugo in this fight. That to be able to do so, he goes with this kind of All for One all-out attack to be able to put all of his abilities, all of his powers, all into one major final attack to be able to kill Bakugo. And that leads Bakugo into launching his final attack of launching his sweat into All for One's body to be able to create explosions from the inside. Though, one thing I do want to bring up is that it's kind of disappointing, at least to me, that Bakugo didn't get a plus ultra moment in this fight. Like in this moment when he's doing the final Howitzer impact, he definitely could have had the plus ultra instead of Howitzer, but I know that Howitzer is the name of his main attack and that's why he's yelling that, so that makes sense there. But there's definitely other parts in this fight that he still could have had a plus ultra moment. But adding it in at the end of this fight would help kind of show the character development that he had and just kind of make it quite epic for the fight and just for the viewers watching. I don't know, I just think it was a bit of a missed opportunity for me. But then we get to the end of the fight and we get to see baby All for One. But of course, Bakugo's still there. I like how it's a way that Bakugo wins the fight, but without having to say that Bakugo killed a baby. Because of how much energy All for One has used, he had to use Rewind constantly, so it basically takes over and rewinds him into pre-existence. And I guess that works as well. And then I like how Bakugo was trying to be like All Might and standing with his fist raised up, but can't quite do it. So yeah, episode 4 was definitely the most interesting of the season so far. And it definitely ended in a very interesting way with how they decided to defeat All for One.